Hey, Connie.
Check complete. Let's head over to the bar.
Yes. And we're live again in the VARBAR live stream. Back again after the international break. We weren't meant to stream last week, to be honest, but last minute things, I weren't able to make it. So we had to cancel it. But obviously, we're not going to make it a usual thing. You know, during the international break, we will still be there. But our apologies for not doing it last weekend. But we're here. Prem is back. We are back. VARBAR's back. And as you can see, no Toast, no Strizzer, but the usual suspects. You know, Drew Project Back to Back is back. And we've got J to the Mace, aka City Bench. Wow.
City Bench.
Wow.
City Bench.
This is what he's screaming right now. City Bench is back. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Can't complain. How you doing? What's going on?
I'm good, man. Can't complain either, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm good, man. Obviously, the man behind me, we didn't cover the transfer window that finished, but obviously we manifested it for almost a year. 12 months I've been manifesting it. It's finally happened.
Yeah.
And yeah, man.
How you feeling about that?
About
you
what?
have him?
Our window or just Isak? Not that I have him.
Let's start with Isak first, then we can now kind of transition into the window.
Nah, I feel good, to be honest. Like this is a striker that he was chased by a lot, not a lot of Premier League teams, but Premier League teams that didn't have like an actual good striker in their team. He was probably like the next best thing that was out there. He's at a perfect age. He's came back from, back-to-back scoring amazing goal, a lot of goals, sorry. And I just see him fitting in so well into our team. So I kind of identified him from early, like, yeah, Isak needs to be our next striker because Nunez is not cutting it. Now that he's here, I'm happy. We'll touch on it later, where I was a little bit disappointed that he wasn't at least on the bench for today. But
did he play for Sweden though? In the international?
No, he did. He played for Sweden for 13 minminutes and did way more than your striker did the whole game. Know what I mean? And that's not even this is not even like a Jokeres bash. But I'm just saying, to me, this looks like a guy that's burning to play. You know what I mean? So that's what it looked like. So for me, I didn't expect him to start. I'm not even expecting him to play 90 minutes, but I did expect him to be on the bench for today. But we'll touch on that later on, man. We will touch on that game later on. But yeah, in terms of our overall transfer window, it would have been perfect if Marc Guehi would have landed as well. Simply because, obviously, I think we got okay depth at centre back, but I think with Marc Guehi in there as well, it would have been good depth in our defense, where you could like rotate. Ibu, if he's not playing well, you could put Marc Guehi in. But right now we've got Gomez and Leone, which is too. We trust Gomez, but Leone is still young, still 18 years old. We can't really, chuck him in. But Guehi is someone that you can chuck in. He's a reliable Premier League defender.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a pity that fell through at the last minute, and even the circumstances. Listening to the reasoning, obviously the reasoning that we heard on the day was that Oliver Glasner said that if Guehi is going, I'm going. He came out in his press conference and denied that particular part, but basically he was asked advice from Parish, and he told Parish that if we lose Guehi, we're taking several steps back, and then Parish changed his mind last minute, which is a pity, man. But
I don't.
What did you think?
Yeah, I don't blame him regarding Glasner's decision. If it's rumored that that's what he said, I don't blame him because you've done well with a certain team, and they've taken you to a certain position, and just to lose your biggest talent without replacing them is long. So you have to put your foot down and say, listen, you're hamstringing me here. If Guehi is going, I'm going too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
no. But the thing is, like, you're hamstringing me. But I think from a Klopp's perspective, if you could get 35 for him, because his contract is ending next year.
Yeah. I
grab it.
I get it. And the thing
Crystal
is,
Palace, you're not. I know they've won cups as of recent. That's the
A cup.
first
What?
2 cups,
But
Community
would you
Shield.
call
If you want to
Community Shield
count
a
that,
cup now?
yeah.
Okay,
If you want to
cool.
count Community Shield, but for
Gotcha.
them, Community
Yeah,
Shield
yeah.
will be something as well, right? Because that's their first 2 cups in history. So for me, I'm like, Palace, you're not a team that's gonna be rubbing shoulders anywhere, anyhow. Especially now that you've lost Eze, you're gonna
Yeah.
be a team that now, obviously, you've got what it takes to win things. You might go do it again in terms of the cups. I
Yeah,
get Guehi is not gonna be the be all end all, in my opinion, man.
I think perhaps you might looking at it from like a Liverpool perspective. Like, I need this guy, so I can't see the full picture. But you have to understand, like, Glasner is taking Palace when they were not that good to a team that can go at Liverpool or Arsenal and trouble them. That's a position or a place where, as a manager, you don't want to be stressing. Like, you know how your team plays, so you get that feeling, and the thought of going back to where you came from, it's like taking 2 steps backwards. I get it. I mean, I think Eze leaves Crystal Palace with your blessing. They're like, okay, cool. We know this been coming, right? So go. If you're ringing Arteta saying, I want to go, bro, we know this. But the timing in which Guehi's transfer happened, it wasn't going to. I think you shot yourself in the foot, because with Liverpool would have done well if you got Guehi and Isak at that particular timing.
Yeah.
But it turns out that only one could work out just because the timing was off. Things could have turned around with Newcastle. Newcastle would have been, now we're not selling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. You see what I mean? So the timing worked for one and didn't work for the other. And I think you would have been extremely lucky to get both within that time. So
I get that. It was probably wishful thinking on our parts, but at the same time, I think both deals were on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So obviously one caved in last minute. In terms of the Isak one, it just seemed like they were just like, give us your best offer, we'll get rid of him. They were just done with Isak, it seemed like, because the deal was 125 million, but I was surprised to hear no add-ons, no nothing. It was just that straight, which is surprising to me.
I thought it was 90 or 80 straight, then the rest was made up with add-ons.
Yeah. But no. Yeah. Obviously, whatever the case, but it's not like add-ons that will go up to 150 that was previously set,
okay,
right?
cool. Because they accept what did they accept? 125 in the end?
125,
125. Okay, cool.
Which is interesting, to be honest.
I'll take it, man. I'll take it, to be honest. With Isak, I think you guys should just you guys go a striker. And for me, my only takeaway from getting Isak at Liverpool is two takeaways really. One, I think you guys are definitely the team to beat, especially attacking wise. And 2, I worry for the development of Ekitike, because I don't think he needs to be in a club where he is, quote unquote, second striker. Ekitike's development, in my opinion, is a place you go to when you know you're going to start day in, day out. So that's the only 2 takeaways I take from Isak's purchase. Really.
I disagree, man. But I've always said it as well. I think like this is perfect for Ekitike. Ekitike is 22. Isak is 25. If Isak is, of course, the better striker or the more ready Premier League striker, but Ekitike is right behind him. I think they can even play together. I think sometimes Ekitike would have to hold bench, but for now, I feel like Ekitike needs to get used to the league. You've seen he started off well. He could kind of hold himself, but he needs to get used to it. And I think coming off the bench in that way, better than in that way, might work for him better than the other way around, throwing him in the lines. Then, in my opinion, I don't think.
So
hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think it would hurt. First of all, we play a lot of games. Second of all, Isak, at some point of the season, will get injured. He will miss 1 or 2 months.
Yeah.
Ekitike will be there. Know what I mean? So I think it's calm, man. He will get enough minutes.
I think he should have got Newcastle, because I think, I can't say his last name or his name at all, but the guy which Newcastle got, the German guy, I think that's perfect. Newcastle is a team that needs an ST, and ST they're gonna love, they're gonna give time to, etc. For me, if I'm arguing Ekitike's point of view, which I am at the moment, I would say go there, because yes, you're young, you need to learn the league, but you're gonna learn it like by fire. It's trial by fire, and you trust your tech, right? You know what I mean? You're gonna win more than you lose. I think in Ekitike. This is what I'm saying. I get the point with Liverpool where like you have two good strikers. Boom. Fight out.
You're talking about Ekitike from his personal view.
Like,
but
from
do
a
you not?
selfish
But
perspective,
do you not think that that's what that was to him? I think that was
Perhaps.
to him, and he still decided to come to Liverpool, knowing that Isak might come, and I'll have to fight for it. You know what I mean?
I think it's probably highly likely that they pitched that to him, or he thought about it. I think also the idea of going to the Champions, knowing that very likely you would win something, right?
Yeah.
And also playing for Liverpool means an easy access into the French team.
Exactly.
Perhaps not even Newcastle. I'm not trying to belittle Newcastle, but there's levels to this. I get that. So
facts, man.
There's a fact. So
he said it. He said it himself, man. There's now more eyes on me. I have to play every week. So yeah, that's what comes.
Correct.
Playing for a big team, man.
I just feel like looking at the league now, I want us to go back to those days where there were just deadly strikers from different teams. Do you understand?
The board.
Yeah, across the board. I think we need to kind of go back to those days. And so when I look from perspective of Ekitike, I'm like, I think you would have enjoyed, I would have enjoyed, or the league would have enjoyed you in a different team than Liverpool. But who cares if you're a Liverpool fan? Who cares? We got the two good strikers in the league. Premier River. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents in it.
Just quickly before we move on, man. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the viewers as well. Press is asking, what's our thoughts on Amorim?
Yeah.
Patience, my brother. Patience. We'll touch on United very soon.
Yo, can you show me the chat? I can't see chat.
The chat should be there, man. Is it not on stage?
No, not on me.
Oh.
I see chat, man. I'm missing them.
The chat should be. Are you not able to see the chat regardless?
No, I can't.
You might have to log in YouTube on the side or something, man.
All right, cool. I'll do that.
It's there. Shout out Moke. Shout out Moke on the stream as well. We'll touch on United later. But what I wanted to discuss as well is like obviously Newcastle, because obviously they lost their star striker, but they got like 2 strikers in return. Obviously, one of them, Jan Wissa, he didn't play this weekend. He got injured, but they played Nico Woltemade, which I said when they made that signing, I thought that was going to be. I said then that this might be a good signing for them because not in terms of quality, he's similar to Isak, but he's not like your typical lanky striker. He's pretty good with his feet, good in the air. He's probably kind of got it all as an ST in it. So he scored a debut goal, very good header, kind of out of nothing. He had a poor game. I don't know if you watched the game, but he had a poor game, but scored a goal out of nothing. What do you think that Wissa and Woltemade will bring in this Newcastle thing? Do you think they'll pick up where they left off?
I think they'll pick up. Wissa, we know what Wissa gives us in this league, so they have that. Like we have some assurances from Wissa. Woltemade is a bit different. I kind of lends back to this Ekitike conversation because last season it was the under-21s World Cup, was it, or Euros? Yeah, where Ekitike played, Woltemade played as well. The Wanyeri and what's his name that you guys sold recently?
Harvey
Elliott played, where Harvey was like man of the tournament or player of the tournament. I just feel like you see that talent. You're like, okay, you guys need to go and shine. That's basically the point I've been making. And Newcastle is such a perfect position, a perfect breeding ground for top strikers. They have the money, they have like the stadium, the fans. And I think right now, this is the point of football where we're reaching, where we're seeing these young guys grow. And they're going to make lots of mistakes, but you believe in their talent to come through and do bits. So it's quite exciting for us to see lots of young strikers in this league, especially Woltemade. He just got the confidence and just the Germanness that okay, there's something about him like this kid's about to do something. So it's exciting times.
Good link-up play as well. I saw. So yeah, man. And then obviously you guys made a last-minute signing as well. I think it was Nkapie. Was it Nkapie on the day?
Yeah, Nkapie.
Adding another centre back to your ranks to play across the back five.
Hey, City bench, bro.
City bench.
City
So,
bench.
so what? Do you believe that right now you have the best squad in the league? Are you
Uh,
there? Are you there with Tabo and them, man? You believe that? Let's be honest, man. Free
no,
it.
no. Not squad, because I would only come to that conclusion when I see everyone play. So like the Hincapiés, etc. Then you can make that decision.
Yeah, but on paper, obviously on
But
paper.
on
Let's
paper, if you're just looking at the pure numbers, like we have a good squad, and that has
have
been
you got the best? Have you got the best squad?
I wouldn't say we have the best squad because I need to see it first. You understand?
You're fence sitting. But it's all right. I get it. Again, I get it. You're fence sitting. I get it. You're fence sitting.
I'm not. I just haven't seen enough to make that statement.
Do you think on paper then, because you're talking about you haven't seen enough, do you think on paper then you have the best depth?
Oof. Apart from Chelsea.
Position for position in terms of quality, like for like. Yeah. Because right now people are saying you lost you no Saliba, no what's it called? Odegaard, no Saliba, no Kai Havertz. Y'all are still moving mad. So people are saying, hey.
Nah, I don't. I think having a deep or a big squad has helped us do well or get points. That's for sure. Back in the days, if you lost Kai, Odegaard, Saka, and played against a Forest team, they would have given us trouble. Facts.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll dive deeper.
Precisely.
We'll dive deeper.
Yeah,
Moke saying Arsenal got depth now. Seeing the changes they made over the weekend made me deep it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy because I when I saw the team sheet, I wasn't worried at all. And this is coming from an Arsenal fan that worries.
Yeah.
So there was a calm to me, like, okay, we'll be fine. It's crazy.
All right, man.
All right.
A bit of householding, man. Like, subscribe, follow us, share. If you're watching this stream, please share it with everyone that you know. And yeah, man, let's keep the community going. Let's get with the shits, man.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. We'll start with the Manchester derby. Manchester derby. City piles on the misery on United. Now, obviously, I mean, I hold my hands up. Like, prior to the season starting, even after the Arsenal game, I think as well, I was like, yo, United, they made some pretty good signings up front. They've had a whole preseason with Amorim. Then man might do a thing this season, you know what I mean? And then obviously after the Arsenal game, they didn't win the game, granted, but you know, they were looking good from like an attacking perspective.
Yeah.
I was thinking, yeah, man, these man will do a thing. What has happened since? So they lost to Arsenal.
They drew to
and then
Fulham.
They drew to Fulham 1-0. They beat Burnley last minute. Yeah. Last minute they beat Burnley.
And
then lost to City today.
No, they lost to the team.
Oh, Grimsby. Yeah. Lost to Grimsby. Lost to City in the cup. Lost Onana. Yeah. That's probably a plus for them. I mean, where is it going? I don't know. Because obviously you've been pretty consistent with United. So I'll just ask you, man.
Yeah.
Where is it going wrong for United? Where will it go right? And we're going to answer Press's question as well from earlier. What's your thoughts on Amorim?
It's not looking good for Amorim just because of the features that United have to play. They're not easy games that you can say, okay, he can pick 6 points or 4 points or whatever points out of these runs and things will be okay. And you'll just back off the quote-unquote creditors. Like they have to hit the ground running next games, and next games comes are not going to be easy at all.
Chelsea, they got Chelsea at home, they got Brentford away, and then Sunderland at home.
I mean, they shouldn't be worried about Sunderland, but I doubt Sunderland would be a pushover with the squad they've obviously built. So do you want to dive into this? Because I got things to say.
Yeah, let's dive into the game, man. Like in terms of the game, obviously City won 3-0. Was that Haaland 2 goals? And then
Haaland 2 goals and Foden scored the first one.
Philly in this bitch, my boy, with a goal as well. But in my opinion, City didn't necessarily look brilliant to me.
They weren't good. That just shows how bad United are.
Exactly.
If Doku is doing a madness against your team, bro, then sit down. What Doku is very good at, and I can't believe I listened to Tokes. I caught this from the get-go. What Doku is very good at is just showing off. He doesn't have that end product you want him to have. So people saw that and got gassed, but I really should have trusted my instinct. But bringing the point home, when Doku's doing that against your team and assisting, you're shit. Your defense is shit. I'm sorry. But anyway, sorry for the shits. The point I wanted to bring home is watching United, it dawned on me, are United happy to play that 3-5-2 or whatever formation? Because that doesn't give me the heart of United. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I feel like they've lost that identity. And that
United is straight up 4-3-3, man.
Yes, exactly.
Or 4-2-3-1.
So perhaps I do feel like that should be the starting point. Get back your heart. Get back that United back. Play United way. For good or for bad. Play United way. And stop this defense. Stop this. Like, it's not United, so don't play something that isn't you. That's my point. I guess it leads back to, is Amorim the right manager for United?
My thing is with this, yeah. Like, at the moment, it doesn't seem like Amorim is the right manager because it doesn't seem like the players are buying into the system, and it doesn't seem like the system that he's trying to force is working. It's yielding results. He has more games than wins. That says a lot.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? Before I continue, let me go to the chat. Press say, Drew, remember what I said on the first stream, bros? Yeah, Press United fan. He's always been very pessimistic about this and about the season coming. Sunderland will just put 4 bodies in midfield and derail Ruben's system. Facts. Goddamn Jacka. I'll be real, on paper, us losing the games we've lost, bar Grimsby was probably expected, but it's just the manner in which we're losing and playing. Teams outside of the top 6 is where I'm judging. System doesn't work. 2-man midfield in 2025 will get outplayed every single time. 100%, I agree with that, Marc. And especially with the type of players you have, like Bruno and who was playing alongside Bruno today? Bruno and
Ugata. Was it Ugata?
Was it Ugata today?
No, what we mean? You mean
because Casemiro came on. Casemiro
so
came on.
Let's look at it. I'm sure it was Bruno and drumroll. Let's look at that.
Yeah, Ugata. You're right.
Ugata. Yeah, Ugata, bro.
It's like, come on, man. it's you know, Bruno at that position does not work. Bruno in general doesn't work. I keep telling United on this. Him in general doesn't work. But my thing is, what should United do in terms of Amorim? Because is the solution firing him and going through the motions again? Is that the solution? Because first of all, who you gonna get?
Yeah.
What is the solution?
Yeah. You know what? I think I probably stayed consistent, but if I haven't, then please let me know. I think I said they should stick it with the Amorim and figure it out. But now that I think the point I made, it doesn't work. That the way Amorim plays his football isn't United.
Yeah. And
I think for me, that's the salience and the foundation point for me. So unfortunately, it's going to start another cycle of firing managers, etc. But one thing I've learned from the Liverpool situation, although there's an exception to the rule, is that there are good managers out there. You just have to go find them.
Facts.
And if you don't, go ahead.
Nah, but on paper, Amorim was the quote unquote good manager, right? Like from what he did at Sporting Lisbon, he was young, fresh, new ideas. At Braga, he did good as well. Then went to Sporting, he did good as well. But obviously, you need to make sure that you get the manager that fits exactly your squad and your system, and that's where they went wrong. And yeah, like Prez is saying, Ruben is the board's choice. They knew the system he wanted to play and consciously brought him in. It's another mistake you chalk up to the board if they sack him. Exactly. Merck is saying, I think he's a good character for the players, but he just needs to adapt. He's not going to adapt because he has his way. It's his way or the highway. He's been saying that he's not going to adapt. I do think he needs to adapt. And I think that will show him as well as because he's still young. You're not like in your 50s, 60s where you have like your set ways. You know what I mean? I know you came up with this particular way. You were successful previously. but you've seen like a season and a half now already that it's not working. You have time to change, bro. No one's gonna at you if you change. No one's gonna be like, "Yo, you're fake. I got you." You know what I mean? Like,
you know what? Not the point. The point to make is I never really believed when people say this, but apparently the clubs and the players, they don't try new things because of the amount of football being played. So it's not like, okay, guys, tomorrow we're gonna try this new formation.
Yeah.
They don't have the time.
Training,
training.
But he has time. He plays 1 week. He plays 1 game a week. He's out of the Carabao Cup even. He's seen another game in January, bro. He has time.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, now, so what is he going to play? How is he going to change it? I think there's a lot. There's a lot to go into changing the whole.
This
thing.
This United team and even the players that you have screams 4-3-3. Everyone in the world is used to 4-3-3.
Agreed.
This United team screams 4-3-3, bro.
And for me, I think it's a shame that he doesn't know his particular system doesn't know how to accommodate Maino in it. It's a big shame.
Big shame. That as well,
For what Maino does lack, and I get that, especially in midfield, he can get bullied at times in terms of just them Declan Rice guys who will press you. He also compensates a lot for going for just on a technical level. He brings a lot. And that's the technical floor. He raises it, and what you need to do now is probably get like a Baleba or someone who can cover the ground. That's what you need to compensate for that. So I think they have it, but he has to learn how to adapt, which he wouldn't. He's not going to adapt, and
so then that means he needs like 2 more windows to get his players.
But my question ultimately is, United fans at heart, do you think this system represents you? But if this system,
we all know what they think, man.
Okay, cool. But the thing is, if this system could win them like leagues and trophies, would they care? I guess it's kind of like a philosophical.
No, but clearly it doesn't. Even when Amorim first came in, there were those questions. Has United got the players to play free at the 3-5-2, whatever you're playing?
Yeah.
We had this question before he came, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I know, obviously, Ten Hag played a more traditional system, and that didn't work. I know. So maybe the board for let's flip it. But I mean, with the players that they have right now, with Mbeumo, with Cunha, with Shesko, with play 4-3-3, man. Keep it simple. Keep it something that they know that they've grown up with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pressade, he said in a presser a few weeks back that he doesn't believe the players can play any other formation if they can't play his formation.
That's dumb. That's absolutely dumb. That's daft. And
bro.
This is with all due respect to a manager who was coached at a top level. For me, I just think yes, he's possibly correct, but he doesn't have the time to to kind of force the players to play that system. He has to learn to adapt. Yeah, honestly, he has to learn
and prosper, man.
Adapt and prosper. But yeah.
4-2-3-1, 4-3-3 would feed families with these players. I agree. The thing with the windows, he's bringing in players that suit a back four. Yeah, man. Let's talk about City, man, because like we said initially, they didn't necessarily look good. It seemed like obviously the goals, well taken goals. But it seemed like it was like kind of like United mistakes that they took advantage of, especially like the 2-0. The Haaland, where he was just, was that a 2-0 or the one other? Yeah, the 2-0.
Okay, cool.
The one there was Foden, the 2-0, where he was on his own half. I don't know where the United backline was. Yeah. He just was like 1-on-1. Like City, do we really believe that they are gonna have a better season than last season?
I don't think
they're still A for something,
Yeah, I don't think they will. Just looking at them play, Rodri needs about 10 games, 15 games to come back. He's looking mad. Off the pace. He's so off the pace. It's crazy. It's like he's lost his powers. The defense just looks like a makeshift defense, which it is a makeshift defense because they're missing Al Nouri, who's out. It's just for me. I guess I'm more zero. I'm a couple of things. Today, Haaland stepped up and showed that he's Mr. City, and I'm really proud and happy to see him do this. It felt like, okay, KDB is in here and Bernardo Silva is probably here, but I'm the main guy now. I'm going to step up. I'm going to win this. And that's what he showed. I'm very proud that he did that. It shows maturity on his behalf. But zeroing in is Foden. I think this is Foden's chance to show the world that he's back.
Yeah.
And we had this conversation last season about my reservations about Foden and how I think he's a system player. So now he has to show us that he's kind of like graduated into a mainstay, into, okay, I'm going to be a star. This is my team. I'm going to help bring this in. Because if players like Foden and Haaland, for me, especially Foden, because I know Haaland will do his thing come rain or sunshine. If he doesn't step up, then City will not have a good season.
Yeah.
Good season is relative. I think City, from what I've seen, should probably challenge top 4, 5, but not the league.
Yeah,
if
they're not there, man.
They're definitely not there. So yeah, City are doing their thing, but just not there to worry about.
I wanted to touch on your Foden point because that's a very good point, and I agree. And I'm a Foden fan. Everyone knows, huge Foden fan since academy days, really. And but yeah, you're right. This is the season for him to step up. KDB is not there anymore, so he's also a child of the academy. He's a Manchester boy. Step up, show them that you're the guy. Come into the England fold. Show them that you're the next, top guy from Manchester. And this is the season that he needs to show it now. Very well taken goal, but I mean, apart from that goal, we didn't really see him. You know what I mean? He didn't really.
I think he was involved in the build-up for the second one. The build-up for the second was really good.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Even someone megged someone, and then it was just like a quick 1-2, and it was in front, like to Haaland, chips, scores. But generally, he wasn't there. And this has always been my issue with Foden. And it was so clear in England, where at England, you don't play that system. England is more of, which is why England don't do well sometimes. Like you have to stand up and show. It's not like you play a system where everyone knows what to do.
Yeah.
And at England, if you're not, like, you can see Jude did his thing. He stood up. Saka's done his thing. Kane's doing his thing. It's like a platform for individuals to do their thing, to show, okay, I'm the man. Several times I mean, the platform is there for Foden. He just falters. And for me, that is a point. For me, I look at him and think, if you can't do this at England, how are you going to do this at City when KDB leaves, when Silva probably leaves?
Yeah.
And that's my question mark with Foden. And I think this season he has to show me and the world that he can do it.
He has to show us, man. He's embarrassing me right now, man. Saying City are not a good team right now. Nevin, shout out Nevin. Welcome back. He's saying, I see City as a top 4 side now. So Nevin sees City as a top 4 side. They probably are the, top 4 sides in the league. But I mean, I can see them struggling a lot this season, man. Saying, as weird as it sounds, a better team than United would have picked them apart in the first half an hour. Agreed. City always start slow, though. They should still come good. That is also true, to be honest. But this is not the same City. That's also true. Pep knows that Foden loves it against United. Marc and Kerkez are out. He should definitely grab this opportunity with Pro fans once he can. Agreed, man, because there's people on the bench waiting for him. The problem with Foden has always been what's his best position. Talent has never been the issue. That's with a lot of players, man. But I think for me, he's been, that in itself is an issue that people mention about Foden, because he has not got a fixed position. That might be a problem. So if the manager's just throwing you everywhere and you still can't maintain a set position, like, yo, you're my number 8, or yo, you're my left winger, or yo, you're my this, then that means, are you rated, or are you just being seen as like a utility player kind of thing? Similar to like a Bernardo Silva, but I think in Bernardo Silva's case, he's rated for that. A James Milner case, he was rated for that. But I think
with those guys like Bernardo Silva and Milner, when they do the jobs, they do it well.
Yeah.
See, that's the difference. They absolutely do it well. And if you put them a right back, goalie, whatever, they do it well.
Yeah.
But in Foden, he only does it well to an
Liverpool?
extent. Yeah.
Liverpool?
He just shows in glimpses. And I think that season when he won PFA, was it Young Player of the Year or PFA Player of the Year?
Player of the Year, yeah.
Player of the Year. That was a standout season, but that was off the back or you on the platform of KDB's like the City team, and that's the
Mm.
point I've been making. He
Has to make his own now.
Yeah, a great point Nevin made. He just has to stick to one positions and play and see what he can do.
Yeah, he's got the talent, man, for sure. For sure, for sure. Let's move on to the other game that happened today then. Obviously, it's aptly titled Liverpool get away with it again. Now, obviously, this has been the story of. I mean, I think it's not like a good watch for like the hate watchers for Liverpool, because obviously every last minute or last moments of the game we seem to walk away with the win. And I think today, today it happened again, where it seemed for a long time that it was going to end in a draw. We managed to still nick a win, and I definitely want to say nick a win today. However, I don't think that the criticisms that we're receiving for this particular game is warranted, in my opinion. I don't think that we were shit. I don't necessarily think that. Yeah, I don't think we were shit, because I think we did a lot of things good, apart from breaking that deep ass block down. Scott Parker. And I can't believe that Scott Parker, he didn't play like this in the championship. He didn't play like this in his in his other 3 games. That man didn't come out once from minute 1 at home. Like, I know you're an inferior team. I get that. But I don't even think it was like down to the will of Liverpool not like picking them back per se. I don't even think it was that. Of course, we did well to keep the ball, to pressure them, to keep them in the box, and every time they got the ball, they just booted it out, or they were looking for the counter. We dealt with the counters pretty well overall, in my opinion. But in terms of like finding that piece of creative spark in the final third has been an issue for us so far this season. And obviously, we signed Wirtz to compensate for that, and it hasn't really worked out, man. So
not clicking.
I think that was our main issue for today, man. And it was, in that sense, it was pretty to see him pretty disappointing, man. I mean, when Salah scored, I didn't even celebrate. I was just looking at my more relieved, as in like, you can't drop points in whatever circumstance against a Burnley, man. Like, you can't do that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was more relief than happiness or whatever, man. But yeah, how did you see the game?
I was watching the game, and when you look, when people, where the teams are kind of lining up to head out the tunnel and walk obviously to the pitch, in my head I was thinking this is an easy game for Liverpool. Let's just put it this way: Liverpool are more likely to win this, and I guess for Burnley, the best I guess takeaway from the game is more of a draw.
Yeah,
if they're dogged and they ride it out, which transpired to be what they did. And have you ever heard of do you see that? Do you know, you watch football? Do you see like football dominoes, where this goal didn't start from the for example, Salah scoring that penalty? It started somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, and I think this is one of the difference between the top Premier League teams, or even say top 10, and the bottom, right? So let's go back to when Leslie Ugochukwu got his yellow card, and I think that's when it started there. I don't think that tackle was necessary at all. And it just showed that lack of mentality. Now you've got that yellow card. By the way, you've been yellow carded before. So 2 yellow cards, you're gone. What happens? That means it's less players. Everything changes. And because it's less players, now you could argue that who handled the ball again? Hannibal, yeah. Hannibal. Whether Hannibal would be in that position, or whether there would have been an extra player due to the red card. Do you understand? So I think when I was watching, I was thinking, okay, this is great for Burnley because they've played their cards right. 1 point, you shake your hands, you go. Great. That's how you stay up in this league. But it just showed you the difference between the experienced, well-seasoned Premier League players and the bottom, and how the bottom really shoot themselves in the foot after the hard work of 80 something minutes, 90 minutes,
yeah, bro.
92, 93 minutes. You lost the game. All in all, lucky Liverpool. I think Liverpool played well enough to get that penalty, but I didn't see any decisiveness. it got better when Kerkez got yanked. I told you about him. Another defender I told you about. Kerkez got yanked off, and obviously they put in Robertson and playing with the young boy. I forget his name. Bradley.
Rio. No, Bradley. Sorry, yeah.
Changed. It was
really
good as well. Changed the game.
Putting Bradley right back was a good move. Yeah.
But ultimately, Wirtz, I think there's an issue there with Wirtz because he should be doing more. And you can see him slowly starting to understand it. To his credit, you can see him slowly starting to understand it. But how long would it take?
My thing is this, yeah. Thing is this. Like I said this in against our Liverpool boys that, and they all agreed to a certain degree that this is. I know you're coming from a different league. I know what type of player you are. That's all well and good, but an away game against a newly promoted team. This is the game where I need to see 116 million Florian Wirtz. You need to take the game by the scruff of the neck. You need to show them championship players Wagwan. You need to show them I was back-to-back Bundesliga player of the year, young player of the year. I went a season unbeaten. I did this, I did that. Against Burnley, this was the perfect occasion for him to do it. And he, like you said, game by game, I am seeing improvements in terms of him handling himself physically, in terms of him, but in terms of him being that our main creative outlet, our main creative spark to find the passes, to even find a shot, to create nothing out of something. That's why we bought you. That's not there yet. And it's just simple. It's hold on. It's just simple, like it's simple things even that overhit passes. Shots that should be on target, but you're dragging it wide. It's little things, man, which is like I'm umming about. Go on.
Wirtz reminds me of an Arsenal type player, where rather than just laying it or rather than being someone just like he likes to play that intricate play. He loves the 1-2 merchants. I think that's what he loves. Players who love he loves the combinations,
give and go.
Give and go. And Liverpool, the way Liverpool is set up, especially in your midfield, you have to be don't longer just be direct with it. And Wirtz isn't as direct and strong. And that's the problem I think you have with Wirtz as a Liverpool player, because he's used to possibly certain ways of playing, certain players, certain chemistry. I mean, let's not even take away the physicality, which he needs to learn. Because to be fair to Burnley, they weren't as physical this game. I think they weren't bad. Obviously, back in the days, Burnley they were terrible.
But what I know is teams doing with Wirtz, it's like they know Wirtz is insecure a little bit, so they as soon as he gets the ball, they're onto him.
Yes.
They're onto. I've noticed it, especially with him, and I get it because obviously, if you give him space, he will do whatever. So it's a good tactic, but he needs to learn. There's been players like you, bro. You're not the only flimsy players that have come into the league and been successful. There's been players like you that have been successful, bro. So like, come on, like,
it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, I don't. I'm gonna say I don't wish this on you, but we've seen people like Fabio Vieira come into this league and they're skinny and they just can't handle the physicality.
Yeah, but he's not Fabio. He's not.
I get. That's why I said I don't wish you on it. That's why I said what I said. But for 160 mil. I can hit the gym, bro.
Hit the gym, bro. But it's not even like hit the gym. You don't even have to be one more. Just be smart, bro. Just be smart and just do the simple things good, and then slowly but surely it will come, man.
I see the talent there, man. I like Wirtz. I can't lie. It's just obviously for agenda, you look at it in like 000. What is it, like 4 or 5 now with Wirtz? Like you get the agenda,
04,
you run 04, but you see the player there.
Yeah,
I just feel like the Wirtz I've seen play for Leverkusen and Germany, that Wirtz that can leng it for anywhere. I've seen goals he scores. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I don't see that in Liverpool. You can see it's a little bit apprehensive to just open up his body.
Is it the case of like a player coming into a team with other superstars? Because sometimes that happens, but especially when it's like a young player, like a young wavy player, they sometimes take their time to hold on. I'm also the man. Versus like a Isak, I can bet you any money when Isak starts playing, this guy will just move mad because he's already at that age where like, yo, I'm as I'm not impressed by you. Or I'm not, you know what I mean? So I think like with an Isak will be a good contrast to see the level of like, yo, insecureness or whatever. But I know Isak's been in the league before, so that's kind of a force.
I feel like Isak is like, let me show you something rather than I'm watching.
Yeah.
So
Florian is still in that space.
Yeah, Florian's still in that space, and perhaps what he needs is an assist or goal.
Yeah,
to get that confidence up, and then we'll see it.
Yeah.
But as for United fans in the chat, Arsenal fans,
long may he live, right?
Long may he live.
Long may he live, right?
Long may
you might not hate us, man. You might not football lovers. They're saying classic case of you break us down, you win the game. Yeah, literally, it was literally that. And my frustration was that a team like us, we weren't able to break them down. I kind of know why, because like, first of all, with teams like this, like we don't have dynamic wingers. I think Salah, at the age that he's in now and the way that he plays, I want Salah closer to the box than wide. I don't need him chalk on his feet. I need him in the box, in the mix, doing whatever he needs to. When we moved him in the box, he was getting more involved. He was getting more of the ball.
That's why you go Frimpong, though. That's the reason.
That's why, exactly. Yeah. So obviously Frimpong and Bradley overlapping and also get into the box. I need Salah in the box, man, and that's the Gakpo on the other side as well. He annoys me because that one trick that you have, people know it, but it's annoying because you're not super good at it as well.
Yeah, if you were Coutinho type of,
you're not Coutinho, you're not like Iron Robber. If you was good at it, then I would get it. That one time where he took Kyle Walker line, he saw joy. Yeah, do it again. Do it more often, bro. That's all we want. But then when you saw Rio come in, Kyle Walker started to think twice now. Oh, I'm not gonna dive in, and that's the kind of players that we need, man. And yeah, we need more of that. So that's why I started this episode with this as well. Like, I was really surprised to not see Isak at least on the bench. Like, I was actually surprised about that, to be honest. And it's all well and good to be like, yeah, he needs to get match fit. He ain't played a proper game since whatever. But bro, we're playing hella games, bro. Bet him in. He could have played 15 minutes today. We all saw him in the Kosovo game. We all saw him at least in training. Know what I mean, he came back straight. He trained the whole week. You get me? So I don't know, but I think for the next week he needs to be on the bench, man.
I think he will. But just to that point, do you care now? You got the 3 points.
No. I care because we nearly didn't.
Agreed.
That's what I'm saying. We nearly didn't.
Agreed. You would have been a lot more justified if you went home with the points, right?
No.
Yeah, but the fact that it's you gamble. Clearly, Slot is a masterful gambler. He took the gamble.
He took the gamble. Yeah. But the gamble that he took, which I get as well, the team that I'm bringing should be Burnley.
Yeah.
So I get it from his point of view, but bring your best Nick. If he's not injured or carrying an injury, why is he at home, bro? Bring him.
It's Burnley, bro.
I get
Burnley,
it,
bro.
Again, I get it, man. Another what I wanted to touch on another thing, man. Miss I. Let me go to the chat. I wanted to touch on something else. Nevin is saying the main issue with Wirtz is he's not doing the basics very well. Agreed. How does he improve? More games or does he come out the team? Shalom, you can answer that. How do you think he improves?
More games.
More games, yeah. So do you not think that he needs to hold bench a bit, put Zoboslai 10?
I mean, you can do it in game where, okay, just put Zoboslai 10. I'll remove him. Zoboslai, you go fit in. You can do that. But what he needs is more games. He's your 100 and whatever 15 million player. He needs more games. When Declan Rice was in our teams, we gave him more games to work himself out. It turns out that he was more of an 8 than a 6, because he needed more games to figure it out. Yeah. So you need to play your star, your franchise more or less player, and give him more games to figure the league out. If he's still stinking up the joint 20, 15 games in, then that's a head scratcher and you slap him in the bench.
Agreed. I also think we need to try him on the left, in my opinion. Okay. I think we need to try and do that. I don't know what Nevin thinks, but stick him like when Isak comes, stick him there and like let him just float. And Kerkez, obviously, he's the overlapper regardless.
That Kerkez, man,
he could provide with. We could touch on Kerkez as well, man. Bro, the Kerkez agenda is so forced. Like I hate it. I hate it so much.
It's not an agenda. The point I've been making,
so forced.
and I make it again. It's like when, as a player, when your main trait is you being bullish and just what's the word I used? I've forgotten the word. Like when that's your main trait, that's an issue because that should be a sub trait to you. It shouldn't be your main trait. That's an issue. You're just gonna fly in head loss, head case, and you would get.
But today it was a dive, right? He was just diving.
Yes, I get that, but it's just he didn't play. If he dived and got a yellow card, Slot would have been like, okay, cool. But the rest of his
I
game
know. Afterwards,
like,
the rest, after
actually,
that,
this guy is a head case. I gotta let him go.
No. After that, he was moving a bit mad, but before that, he was playing.
That's my point.
Well.
That's the point I'm making to you. Like, if your main like trait is being bullish and just that type of,
I call it intensity, man.
Okay, if you call it intensity,
you guys like to throw those words on these Eastern Europeans.
Yeah, but if that's your main trait, that's a problem. That's just my issue with Kerkez, and perhaps that's just down to him being young. What is it, 21?
Yeah, he's young, 21. Yeah,
21. Perhaps that's it, but yeah, that's just my only worry. I
don't think that's his main trait. He's speed. He can cross the ball really well. He can. He's pretty good at tackling as well. But he's very intense, and sometimes he doesn't use his head. But that might be because of age.
I think all what you've said is what's required for top left back, right? You need that.
And that's what
right?
he is.
So, but I think there's always there's always a skill that defines you out of your rest, out of the rest of like players. And for me, that's the main issue. I look at and think, okay, you have this. It can be honed for good, but right now it's not helping you. That's all I have to say on Kerkez matter.
Yeah, he needs to work on that. Prez is saying, what would Isak bring in that game state with 15 minutes to go, for example? I think Isak would just bring better quality to create a goal for us out of nothing in open play.
You're thinking about the sharp Isak. This particular Isak is not as much.
This Isak is sharp, man.
He's sharp, bro. Because
I saw him against Kosovo. It was I was like, yo. He was sharp.
That sharp Isak that scored the goal against Liverpool. That was it. First or second goal when the ball just came. He took it one time. That's the Isak you want, but you're not. That's not the Isak you get.
No. But the thing is, like, on Chiesa, right?
Yeah.
This version of 50% of Isak would have done more than Chiesa. That's my.
I take that point.
Exactly. That's my basically press. Like, my thing is like, if you have quality available, bring on your quality. It's as simple as that, man. Like, there's no need to leave him at home, man. But yeah, obviously it's Burnley, like we said, so you could afford to do that. But anything else on Liverpool? 4 out of 4, unbeaten, undefeated, maximum points. Long may it continue, man. We need to. It's definitely not sustainable the way we're playing right now. So we need to start dominating and putting games away way earlier in the games. But we've had a mix of difficult and on paper difficult and on paper easy games as well, I think. So I think one thing that we could establish is that we're just a difficult team to beat, and that's what I'm happy about. That, you know, we're not like let's say we're not like a difficult team to beat in an Arsenal way, but we're a difficult team to beat in our own way, in terms of like, yes, it's not easy to score against us. Yes, if you score against us, we will score more than you. And I think that is something that not every team in this league has. So I'm pretty happy about that. So yeah, still unbeaten, man. We're still here. Riding. Mace? Riding, my boy.
I got nothing to say. Yeah.
Let's touch on your team, man. After that 1-0, after we sent you home, we ran you out of Anfield. The Gooners bounced back. Ran them man out of Anfield. Soberslide. The live stream is still up. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's pretty funny with the delays and that. Yeah, the Gooners bounced back with an emphatic win against Nottingham Forest. Obviously, Nottingham Forest earlier this week, they lost their manager. They fired their manager, Nuno Espirito. Former Spurs manager and current Europa League winners, and Postecoglou took over. Obviously, didn't have much time to train them or whatever, so it kind of still looked like a Nuno Espirito team. and even like the way they played, we didn't necessarily see like the high line that Ange likes to play. But even regardless, right? It seems like there's a lack of confidence in this Forest team. They haven't really started this season well. But regardless, man, I think Arsenal people thought, or maybe Arsenal fans thought, like they played amazing. I didn't think personally that Arsenal were amazing, but I did think Arsenal were good. You know, good in terms of like didn't necessarily give Forest a sniff, but even the sniffs that they did have, with a little bit more quality, it could have been 2 goals for them easily as well. But yeah, I think Arsenal did what they had to do. Eze was on the starting lineup. Chat to me, man.
Yeah, I'm just pulling up the game in front of me so I can talk about it. It's seeming not to come up, but yeah, I can talk. Yeah, let's start with the goals, man. I think the goals are a good place to start. Zubimendi. What do you reckon? What do you reckon about the goal?
So Zubimendi, the first goal was the volley from a set piece again.
Yeah, the volley. Yeah,
he took the volley really well, although Murillo headed it in. You know, I'm a fair guy, man. We have to talk the facts in it. I don't think it was like a head. It was a kind of no. It scraped it, but I think if that glance wasn't there, Sels would have had it because it would have gone straight at him.
Also scraped Sels as well. So
yeah. So, but if that head wasn't,
yeah, gotcha.
However, that's just agenda, innit? Very good hit. Because still, how many volleys of these have you seen and it just goes outside the stadium?
Yeah,
he kept it low. It was pure tech. Smashed it in. And then the second goal was really good as well. Like he won the header against who was it against? I forgot who it was against, but it was definitely someone way taller than him.
Yeah.
And he headed it good in, man. You know what? When I look at Zubimendi, yeah, like for all the things that we say that, you know, we don't like about him, it's off the ball things, etc. I think he will end up becoming a very good Premier League six. I think he's going to be one of those players that we will think about in 15 years time. Like, yeah, Zubimendi, top 5. He has that aura about him. Yeah. So
it's even better if you watch him live, bro. I saw him against Bilbao. I think I put in in our group chat. He's mustard. Once you see him play, you just appreciate him a lot more. And that's the type of players Zubimendi is. But yeah, continue. What were you saying? Yeah,
no, I was just saying that obviously I really, really, really liked him. I watched the game. I really, really liked him in that game, dictating. His off the ball work was much better as well. But although Arsenal had a lot of the ball, but still, the odd chances that Forest tried to break, he was there, man. And I was just looking at him. I was like, okay, Arsenal may have. I'm not saying like he's the best, like how people are saying. I don't think so at all. I don't think. Maybe like top 5, definitely in the league. But he can grow to become that for sure. Like we'll think about it. And it's not, them players that you don't really mention. Yeah. Like a Scholes kind of thing. I can see Zubimendi being looked at like that.
Right. I see. Yeah. I definitely see what you mean. And so far what we've seen, the sample size we've gotten from Zubimendi has been positive. Of course, there are other things that we can say he needs to do, but that's like a homework, like B+, this is what you need to fix. Yeah. But this is what, 4 or 5 games in, he's going to get better. He's going to like grow with the team, and we will see a better Zubimendi. So I'm actually excited.
You say he's returned the bread. How much did you buy him for? 65?
60. Now you've said it's gone out of my mind. Yeah, let's go 65 for now.
Something like that.
Yeah, 61.
Would you say a good ROI? 4 games in?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'll say so.
Of course, because remember we were replacing Thomas Partey. Obviously, outside on the field, I think Thomas Partey is possibly top 10 best Arsenal midfielders, in my opinion. Top 10, because what he brings, and let's not even have a conversation about top 10 African midfielders, because I think Thomas is up there. He is an elite midfielder. And
Let's not big him up. Let's not big him up too much before after. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But we're just keeping things facts, right? Facts on the pitch. That's why I said on the pitch. But the point being is, we
definitely best Ghanaian midfielder.
Agreed. We replaced well, and it's always nice when you lose. Like, for example, if you lose a player and you're worried, and then his replacement comes in and you're like, okay, like, why are we worried? Like, we've done well. Yeah, and that's the feeling I get with Zubi. Just moving on. So next goal, Gyökeres scores, and I think we need to look at Eze and how well he did in that game. He wasn't say a Noni level good, but he was doing certain things that it was a breath of fresh air. Like, you don't see Martinelli do this. There's just 1-2 he played that got caught. I think it got caught out, but when the ball came, all he did was just flick it. He didn't hold the ball. He didn't wait for the player to commit. It just flicked it, and that was a 1-2. And what he did that by flicking it, he beats his man. So simple. But if that was Martinelli, that wasn't happening.
He would have taken a touch, he passed it back, or he turned around and got tackled.
Precisely the point. And that leads to the goal, the assist. The assist was such a good assist. Left foot, he's right-footed, trusted his left foot, through to Gyökeres. Gyökeres scores. Gyökeres, I've just accepted that he is what it is. You're not like things. I've always told you in regards to that Gyökeres Shesko. You know where my alliances is, but I just feel like you shouldn't. He isn't an Isak. He isn't someone who's deft on the ball. The touch is not going to be cleaner. That is, you know what I mean? Like, Gyökeres is what he is, and the thing is, he will get you goals against teams.
I think it's one of them. You need to find him, right?
Yeah,
that's
correct.
That's a Gyökeres thing.
Correct.
I think I can stand on that side now, where I'll be like, I've seen enough to be like, as long as you guys find him, he'll get goals for you guys.
Precisely. That's the point. Like, you have to play to his strengths, and everything he does with like 90 power. There isn't like, come on. my thing is this. Yeah.
When you guys meet Burnley, and I don't know if Burnley will play the same way, but that Burnley deep block, how would Gyökeres operate? And that would be, and obviously our strikers, Ekitike and Chiesa, they didn't do much as well. But Isak, I can't say like Isak would have done better. There's no sample size, so Ekitike and Chiesa didn't pass that test. How do you think Gyökeres would operate in such a space? You know what I mean? Because that's when you really need him to also be.
I don't think you should be looking at your strikers in that situation. They don't have to do much than be at the end of the cross.
Yeah.
So you have to look at who is delivering that cross.
Delivering it, yeah.
Right.
The quality of the quality. To him.
So exactly. If it's not an Eze, it's probably like a Saka. Right. If not, Saka is a Noni. Right. So you're expecting your wingers to do a lot in order to cross that ball. And that's Gyökeres. And that's why I think Liverpool didn't do as much. You started doing it in the second half, but you're just doing it to a high quality. So that's basically what you have to do to beat a team like Burnley. And I think we've invested well to do it.
Yeah. I agree. So, I think that Eze, like I've always said, man, Eze for me is like whoa. I don't want Eze at Arsenal, because then it raises the quality of their attack tenfold. And the thing that you mentioned with the flick, that Eze does these kind of things, or even like little turns on the byline and being able to beat his man when the man is so close to him. Martinelli needs space to run. That's where Martinelli is at his most dangerous. Whereas Eze, he's a good ball carrier. You know what I mean? Prez is asking, it was interesting to see how much width Eze kept in that game. Do you think he will eventually get the same freedom he got at Palace? So it seems like he's being structured. He's being
fair enough. When he's playing in the system that is in Palace, but why do you think is the way Palace works? You can see with Eze, he's looking for that, because they have runners, there's space for him to go in, and sometimes at Arsenal he doesn't get that space enough. So I just feel like it's all about time, because he's a good player to work out things like happen in Arsenal, because now he's playing with better players. When you get that time, get that chemistry, you will see the best of Eze. And mind you, this is the first game he started.
Yeah.
And he's already come up with an assist. and we've seen a wholesale difference, and we haven't learned him, and he hasn't learned us yet. And there's still a lot of chemistry to it. It's a lot. It's like a lot will happen, but we need to give him time. That's why I'm so happy that we got Eze. I just like that kind of like that player. What he does is different.
Yeah, man. Creativity and abundance, quality, prem experience, and I want to talk about Noni Madueke, man, because that's someone that you weren't necessarily fond of.
Nah.
He's come off the back of, you know, a good performance in the Liverpool game. Went away with England, played really well in both games.
Go.
And came back to Arsenal. Also played really well. I thought he was like one of your better players.
Agreed.
And yeah, what's your thoughts now on Noni?
I can't lie.
Are you seeing a vision?
I'm slowly seeing it. Let me just give you my 2 cents on it. We all seen what Noni did at PSV.
Yeah.
You watched that football. I've seen. Looking at Prez's comments. I've seen him play at PSV, and in my head I was thinking this is a good player. I think his movement to Chelsea was that the course went off. He went far left. Now his movement to Arsenal seems like a better course correction.
Chelsea fans will tell you he played the same way. Chelsea fans are saying there's no difference.
That's fine. I just didn't see it as much. Maybe I was looking at it through the lens of an Arsenal fan, but I didn't see it. Yeah. And just to be clear with you, what he's doing right now is the standard. It's like the bare minimum. I can't lie, because the guy who he's playing in his position is Saka. That's all I have to say.
He's bagging.
He's bagging.
Saka's scoring in that Forest game.
Precisely. So what you're doing right now is what you should be doing.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm happy to say, like, I'm ready to reserve my position on Noni and take a step back, because I didn't think that like that purchase was required, especially with buying from Chelsea, and we don't have the best history buying from Chelsea.
Yeah.
But there's always an exception. I guess we have Kai Havertz, now you have Noni, and I'm all for it. And the more he does well, it affects me positive. So, you know, I'm happy to be wrong on the Noni.
Yeah. Facts. In terms of like your depth, because we also had like Christian Mosquera. Now, this was a guy that I was really, really pleasantly surprised about in the Liverpool game. I was like, yeah, this guy is active. Yeah. Active. And then obviously in the game against Forest as well, man, didn't put a foot wrong. Like, what do you make of him? Because now, obviously, Saliba hasn't really been the Saliba for about 12 months now. He's injured at the moment. Mosquera is knocking on that door.
I can't
like,
lie,
let's say if Saliba comes back, is he holding bench?
Fuck no. What the
no?
hell? No.
Right.
No.
Right.
Holding bench. He's not holding bench. I think with young players, especially young defenders, once they show you promise, don't bite. Because we've seen young defenders, especially Arsenal young defenders, Johan Giroud, Rob Holding. Oh, like I can give you names.
William Saliba, mention his name, bro.
Wait.
Drop his name.
Wait, Mustafi. Like that give you like a 10-game, like good games, and you think, okay, we got some in here. And then in the 15th game, you just see some rubbish. In regards to Mosquera, I think we got a gem. I would have to say we got a gem in Mosquera. And it was just astonishing to see him come into what would be one of the hardest games he would ever have played at Anfield. And he took it in his stride. And for example, when we use Kerkez and Mosquera, right, it's just compared them. They both have aggressive tendencies, but also I think with Mosquera, he also has that Rolls Royce. I'll play the ball. I'm happy to play the ball. I'm happy to take it inside.
Yeah.
That's the things he gives. And that's why when I look at Kerkez, I'm like, show me something else.
Yeah.
So yeah, with Mosquera, that gives me a lot of like confidence that okay, we have something here. And mind you, once how old is he? 21. Once he got into was it Villarreal? No, we didn't get it for Villarreal. Valencia V. Once he got into that team, he never came out. Yeah. That tells you everything you need to know about that kid.
He played for Spain as well in the international break. So he's looking like, Dean Harrison, Mosquera, centre pairing, Spain eating good, man.
They're eating good, and we got him for 12 with a 3 million add-on.
Yeah.
So
going for the cheap, man.
We're going for the cheap. So yeah, I'm very excited. I also want to kind of touch on. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go on.
Calafiori, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is my call. If we want to win this league, amongst doing other things, you gotta keep that bastard fit. You gotta keep him fit.
I said it, man. Calafiori is one Donny Array in your team, man. Good.
you gotta keep that guy fit. Because you saw the game. My man was playing left back, left midfield, number 10, even a winger, CB. That guy was doing whatever he wanted to do.
He's teched.
He's teched up.
Now,
he's teched up. Yeah, Calafiori is a good find. And his issue is just he's so injury prone. We have to keep him fit if we want to do something in this season.
Arsenal, yeah, nah. The thing is though, look, my thing is like Arsenal. It's like the reason why I'm trying to keep you guys, or why I'm not jumping out the window as of yet, is that obviously you played 4 games. The 2 games that you've won convincingly, that you should have won, you've won convincingly, which is fair enough. The 2 games where you didn't win, obviously, you beat United as well, but that was convincing. And then Liverpool as well, you didn't be convincing there as well, and then you lost. You know what I mean? So the jury is still out on Arsenal in terms of when the going gets tough. Can they repeat like the United thing against the better teams?
I think you would argue that we could have done it against Liverpool apart from that great free kick.
No. I'm saying that would have ended in a draw probably.
Yeah, and to be fair, you take the point. You take a point from there. Yeah,
of course, you would take the point from there. But my main point is that you haven't played like this against the top teams.
Yeah,
and I mean, and this is what I kind of want to see next week. Obviously against City. Is it at home or away?
At home, we beat City 5-1 last year.
Bro, so we're talking this season, bro. We're talking this season.
You say we haven't played well against the top teams?
No.
Last season.
I mean this season.
I was just
using
kind of too early. Kind of too early to say, I think.
But that's why I'm saying I'm not here to blow Arsenal's trumpet as of yet. Like I'm looking at you like this.
I hear that, man. But I for the first time in a long time, whenever my team plays, I'm not as worried. And
you think business is gonna get done?
I feel like, yeah. I'm not worried, and it's a good place to be. Perhaps it's just me maturing, just realizing this football shit is fugazi. Well, we're gonna come 4th quarter and we out there chatting shit. You just accept it. Perhaps there's a side of me who's more cynical, but this side, I'm just saying, I'm just not as worried because we have I think this in the first time of Arsenal's, I say in the long time, 20-21 years, we finally have the team and we finally have almost everything right? So this is not my problem. It's more your problem, Arteta. You get what I mean? Like
so Arteta got everything to be successful, basically. That's the consensus.
I think he has 90%. The 10% is luck. Let's just agree to it. You need luck to win this. Like I think he's got the team to win this league. Right, I'm not like Arteta, go do it because it's not like Odegaard got injured. 1 year is in. Saka got injured. Is in. You know what I mean?
Hey, see bench.
He doesn't have an excuse not to win. We have done everything to a point where we are pushing not even PSR, UEFA, whatever thing like their finance nonsense. We've done all we can to give ourselves the best situation to win.
Say less, man.
I'm gonna say less and watch more.
Say less, my boy. They're saying you signed the No to Nonny petition, man.
I did in my head, bro. I can't lie. I did. But then I like being proved wrong, especially in football. There's only very few players that proved me wrong. Who actually played today? Morgan Gibbs White. Could have got. He had a good chance, but Timber, bro.
Yeah, Timber came just in time. During.
And
you know who I like. You know who I like at Forest as well? Elliot Anderson.
Yeah.
He was the only one that was troubling you guys.
Yeah. The thing I like about Anderson is that the way he reads the game, he has a very good understanding of the game.
Yeah, man.
I like Anderson, but I prefer the guy in Palace.
Wharton. Adam Wharton.
Yeah. Adam Wharton. I just prefer what Wharton's a jugger. You know, he just he just does it nonchalantly and but
bro, they grabbed him from Blackburn. You know, I can't believe it, man. Like Palace always grabs, like Ollie say from Reading.
Yeah,
like come on, man. They always grab these championship gems, man. But one team has to do it, man. But yeah, shout out Arsenal, man.
Raya, bro. Just very quickly, Raya. I think we need to have a conversation later how well he has and also how justified Teta has been on Raya. Because if you see that Chris Wood chance, he tipped that to the bar. That was going in.
Yeah. Well, the accidental chest.
He tipped it.
Yeah. Raya's good, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he's good. He showed it for a couple seasons now, so we can't be wishy-washy with it. He's good.
Yeah.
Definitely top 2, top 3 in the league at the moment, you can say easily. So Nevin is saying one thing that is impressing me about Arsenal is they aren't conceding clear-cut chances for sure. I think you've only conceded 1 goal, right, so far this season.
Yeah.
So far conceded 1 goal this season. You're not conceding clear-cut chances as well, which is also a really, really good thing. That Arsenal, you know, you can't really catch them on the counter. You can't really break them down. You can't really. They defend really good from the front as well, which is like an Arteta thing, right? I think that part Arteta got right for sure for a long time now. Do you think it's possible to break Chelsea's record of conceding only 12 goals? Is it 12 or 15?
Like something.
Chat, help me out. 12 or 15, but do you think you can do that?
What's harder, Invincible or that one?
That one.
I think it's that one.
Because Invincibles have been Liverpool have been close twice.
Yeah. I do feel like Invincible is hard, but 15 is tough.
It's tough, especially in this league.
It's tough. So doubt we're not gonna.
I think Spurs as well, right? Spurs is only we'll touch on Spurs as well because I've been really impressed with them, but I think they only also conceded once. So in terms of like, I don't know if the defenses have been better or the attacking play has been worse this season, but boy, shout out you, man, the North Londoners. Let's move on, man. Let's touch on Chelsea.
Yeah,
because they're dropping crucial points. They played Bournemouth 9 p.m. game. I was locked in for that one. West London derby, right? Is Bournemouth in West London?
I don't
somewhere.
Know my London geography.
Chat, help me out, man. But I think it's a small derby as well. Obviously Kevin Schade opened the scoring. Then Cole Palmer came in, took a very good goal. Caicedo with a smash from outside the box, and then Fabio Carvalho, very controversially because that was offside. And if I was a Chelsea fan, I would be aggrieved. But the Prem, I think every single top team has now received a bullshit decision that's led to a goal or led to something. You know what I mean? Did you watch the game? You didn't watch the game, you said, right?
I didn't watch it. I saw the highlights and I saw extended highlights. It
was a good game, man. I think especially in the first half, Brentford had a lot of good chances. They were enjoying the counter-attacking football that they were doing. Giving up the ball to Chelsea. Kevin Schade with a very good goal. Shortly after that as well, he had a very good chance as well that he should have scored. Jordan Henderson, for all the stick that I give Jordan Henderson, he had a very, very good game. That game, dictating shit for thing. And you know what? Yeah, this is this is his level,
His
bro.
level.
This is what I mean. Like when I see Jordan Henderson at Brentford fighting mid-table, I like it. I like it.
You know
level,
when you see players like Jordan say, "Yeah, I'm going to Qatar to the Dutch league to play," like, nah, bro, sit back down, bro.
Trust
like,
me, bro.
Like this, like the home is where the home is where you are, bro. Just stay home because it just fits him like a glove. And
these teams fit him, man. Yeah,
yeah, that English style football like fits him to a T. Yeah, Shala Hendo.
there was some when you get that up, there was some talks about Maresca saving players because he had an eye on the Bayern Munich game in the Champions League. So I think what do you call it? Chelsea fans were a little bit aggrieved because Reece James was on the bench, Cole Palmer was on the bench, Garnacho was on the bench. He started with Juro Hato as well, who got dragged at halftime.
Yeah,
Juro Hato again. I was like, going into Chelsea like this is difficult, man.
Chelsea, just a little segue about Nunny. Apparently, when he called Teta, he was on it. Like he was like, I want to leave, bro. Like I want to play for you. So I feel like Chelsea is the type of team you rock into the changing room. You just see bare man that look like you, 20 displaying your position, and like the coach. And not on it. The coach just looks at you like, okay, just a number. Go sit down. There's no love there, bro.
Yeah, there's no love there. There can't be, bro.
Except like even Cole Palmer, yeah.
Even like Buonanotte, who signed, right? Pretty decent player, but didn't even get registered for the Champions League.
No love, bro. I was talking, I can't wait to play Champions League and that. They just text him. You're not in the team, bro.
Jamie Gittens, because he's fast and black, people are gassing him. I told you guys. Bro, I know Donnies that will succeed in this league, bro. I know, and I knew. I'm not sure if Gittens will succeed in this league, guys. I'm not sure.
Do you reckon we're falling into that Sancho tax or that Sancho glasses where I guess there's been other black English players, but when you see like Sancho do well because he can dribble, he can score goals, and you see Gittins do the same thing, and you look and you think, oh yeah, this guy will do well in the Prem, but it's different.
Yeah, it's different, bro. And the thing is, like with Sancho, I clocked it from early. I looked at Sancho's game, right, and I was thinking, will this translate well into the Premier League? Yeah. And from there, I was like, no, it wouldn't. No. It wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yes, he's honest, good. He's technical.
Yeah.
But this league, you have to be like a Hazard type of technical dribbler. Like it needs to be quick or it needs to be smarter. But this guy
is the difference between an Jordan, like Sancho, and an Eze, because they ultimately played the same position. Like at United, Sancho played on the far left. He did come in a bit. I think, but Eze does the same. So what's the difference?
But Eze just doesn't dribble to dribble. Eze is a way smarter player than Sancho.
Agreed.
Way smarter. If Eze can't dribble, he will pass. If Eze can't do something, and you know what, Sancho, I'm not saying that he's not a smart footballer. Like when he's on it, he's on it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But Eze is much more mature, much more consistent. Much better.
I take the point, but I think what I'm putting across to you, which I'm not saying is clear, is I think both players have the same set of skills. I believe, in terms of what dribbler they can con, they can shoot. We've seen Sancho do the same thing in the German league. Eze I've seen it's in the Prem, and I'm saying you're both black, like you can do it. Like, I don't see any big difference, in my opinion. One succeeded, the other hasn't.
I want to say something mad, but we're on stream.
Say it,
we're on cam. Word to Madueke. We're on cam. We're on cam. No. But obviously, Chelsea fans, that's what they're screaming. Obviously, that Maresca kind of like started with a strong team and not focus on the Champions League. Maresca saying, I put on a strong enough team to win this game. They should have won the game because I don't know if you saw the last goal, Carvalho's goal.
Yeah.
It was obviously a throw-in. The player was offside that flicked on the ball. But obviously from a throw-in, you can be offside. But when he flicked on the ball to the player that flicked it onto Carvalho, he was offside. It didn't go to VAR. The linesman didn't raise his flag. That's weird.
Why did they do that, bro? What did they just think?
That's weird.
no one will catch on. They just think, nah, forget about it. No one catches on.
Yeah,
Like,
I think they were
we're all
just like
watching the same game.
I thought something tells me they just wanted to go yard. They were just like they didn't want to do this bullshit. It's 90th minute, just pack up, man. Let's go yard. But that's crazy. That's
Crazy.
absolutely crazy, man. But yeah, I think Chelsea, they're sitting fifth right now. You know, I've been saying on record that obviously Chelsea, I think they're gonna challenge for the league title as well. I've been calling them my main ups. I still stand behind it, to be honest. These kind of results don't really help.
So you're happy to stand behind Chelsea, but not Arsenal. That 1+1 makes a lot of twos.
That's 1 + 1 equals agenda, man.
Okay.
That's
one
1+1 equals agenda. Obviously,
really
obviously Arsenal are ups as well, man.
Yeah.
But I think Chelsea, they will have something to say, and I think they will take points from us, both of us.
Let me tell you something. You only take Chelsea serious when they stop buying young players and buy experienced players. That's when you start taking
True as well. They need to start doing that. But yeah, not even a shout out Chelsea. Shout out Brentford, to be honest. Good point. They're gonna be the new people say they're gonna be the new Stoke City because obviously Keith Andrews, he was Thomas Frank's set piece coach.
Right.
So he's now the main manager. And they were trying different set piece things, and it worked out well in the games as well. So Brentford is gonna be one to look at, man. But yeah. Let's move on. Spurs, man. Spurs bounced back after, the Bournemouth loss.
Yeah.
They beat, who did they beat? West Ham. They went to the Hammers, 6 p.m. kickoff or evening kickoff, early evening kickoff. Xavi Simon's debut started off with an assist. Mickey van der Ven and Lucas Bergwijn with the other goals, and Papis Matissar as well with a goal as well.
Red card from Suchek.
Red card from Suchek, which was a very, very dumb foul, by the way, man.
Very dumb.
That was. I was just like, and he had the audacity to complain as well.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, get off the pitch, man. But yeah, West Ham, man. I've got West Ham going down. They play well enough, to be honest, to stay up. They got good players. But I don't know. I don't think it will marry to too many results this season, in my opinion. The previous game that they played, they beat who did they play?
They beat someone good. I'll just pull it up now.
Nottingham Forest. They beat Nottingham Forest 3-0. Yeah.
3-0. They beat Forest 3.
But I don't know, man. I can see them moving mad this season.
Yeah.
Possibly going down.
Why? Like I think for me, the Cardinals seeing West Ham fans and club made, there's not sometimes know your place. You understand? Like know your place, and not to sound like a elitist, but do not envy something that's above you. I'll elaborate by letting go Moyes, right? Who brought a lot of success into the team because you wanted to play expansive football. It's not West Ham don't play expansive football. You understand? It's not your culture.
Yeah.
You get like know your place. You get and
I get it. 100%.
After you committed that cardinal sin, then I'm like, should I care? Like you're reaping what you've sown. You understand? So in many ways, I look at West Ham and be like, all right, cool, whatever. You got success and you bit the hand that fed you the success. You wanted more, and now you're reaping what you sow. So I low key don't feel sorry for them.
Yeah, man. But on the other hand, Spurs, man. Thomas Frank, brilliant coach. One of my favorite coaches in this league. Got 3 wins. They got the 1 loss as well. They're sitting 9 points, 3rd place. Only conceded 1 goal. Scored 8 goals. What is one thing that you've seen in terms of last year's Spurs under Ange and this year's Spurs under Thomas Frank? In your opinion?
One thing that what? Repeat
What's
that?
There's one major difference that I'm seeing from Spurs, but I can elaborate, to be honest. I think Spurs are way better at controlling games at the moment. Way better.
Yeah,
and you go on.
I think because you can see a coach with sense.
A coach with sense, bro. But a coach that adapts and prospers to whoever he's facing. And I like coaches like that. Like, he's not one way or the highway. If I'm facing this team, we're doing this. If I'm facing this team, we're doing this. That's why if it wasn't Slot, I wanted Thomas Frank, man, because I know that this guy, he's not trying to fit in. He's not trying to do this. One thing that he does demand from his team that I have seen is the thing, lose the ball, counter press, get it back immediately.
Yeah. You can see it. It's
you can see it, man.
You can see it. And for me, I like a coach who he has this survivalist feel about him. Like, I'm gonna do whatever I can just to survive, and not just survive to have like Stoke 15, 16, 17, 18, but survive mean I'm going to be very hard to beat, and I'm going to beat you.
Yeah.
You understand? He knows how to survive with the best, and he builds his team that way. And what we get now with him, with Frank and Spurs, is that you get an upgrade. This is an upgraded Frank because he's in a better team.
Yeah.
And you see, you now see Frank football at a better platform.
Mm-hmm.
So Spurs and Frank, great decision. They marry up really well. So now what Spurs have to do, which is kind of good because you see Levy, and even though his son is taking over, why he's left, I don't know. It's still in the family. Doesn't make any fucking sense. But I guess he needed to do it for Spurs fans to go out their back and just relax.
Yeah.
Anyways, what they need to do now is to invest in Frank and let him play his football and let them, do well and succeed. So I think we should just wait and see what they do because they've started off really well.
Yeah, man.
However, it's in the history of the Tottenham, so
yeah. To start well and then tail off towards quarter 2, 3, 4. However, I don't see it happen, man. But like you said, we need to wait and see because I think they'll be much more successful in the bigger games. So against the Liverpools, against the Uniteds, Arsenals, etc. I think they'll collect 3 points instead of 0 points or 1 point.
I have a sneaky feeling that Spurs will beat Arsenal at their home, at their ground.
White Hart Lane. You reckon?
Yeah, I'm just having that sneaky feeling. With like back in the days, with like food. But with food, Frank, man. I feel like what Frank gives is like, when you go to Brentford, remember last year is like when Liverpool goes to Brentford, you're getting a game.
Yeah.
So imagine going to Spurs now.
Spurs now, yeah. That's exactly what it is, man.
It's going to be a problem. So
just like, what's his name? The defenders that they have. So Romero, solid. Yeah. Absolutely solid this season. He's the captain now, and you can see that he stepped up. Mickey van der Ven as well, solid. Poro, he's looking like he's different this season.
Yeah.
Jet Spence on the other side.
Yeah.
Difficult. Penitentiary. They call it the Jet Spence Penitentiary, man.
Yeah.
He's locking up wingers. Then in midfield, Joao Paulinho, he's showing again why Lucas Bergvall played. Simmons, Pape Matissar.
Yeah.
The only thing that I worry about is their 9 up. Obviously, they bought Kolomoani. Richarlison came on. He probably got rested for the Champions League game.
Solanke as well.
Solanke is there as well. Matty still played. He wasn't that good. Mohamed Kudus still active. Still needs to go. Hasn't scored yet. But that will come. And then obviously Xavi Simons on the other end. And off the bench, they can bring on players as well. Like they brought on Kevin Danso, Brennan Johnson came on, Odo Bear came on, Destiny Udogie. You know what I mean? So they kind of have like good cover. Rodrigo Bentancur was even unused, so they can use him fresh for the Champions League as well. And I mean, so yeah, man, I think, I'm intrigued. I don't want to celebrate, but I'm intrigued. But I trust the gaffer
because Gaffer is yet. Has he played Champions League before, Frank?
No, he hasn't.
So
he played the Super Cup, nearly beat PSG. But...
I mean, we don't give medals to nearly men, bro.
Right then.
But, so it's a lot for him to take on, I guess.
No. My point is just that the way he played, where he adapted, and got the better of PSG. That's what I meant. So let's see, man. Let's see. Who they're playing even.
I don't look out for Spurs games, bro. It's not in my calendar to look after Spurs games. They are playing
Villarreal at home.
That should be good for them.
No, I mean Villarreal's good. Villarreal's they're good. They're playing well in La Liga.
Pepe.
They're good, man. Okay, man, that should be fine. All right, let's cover the other games then really quick. Bournemouth beat Brighton 2-1. Semenyo and Scott with the goals. Mitoma with the goal for Brighton. That Brighton gaffer is going to get sacked really, really soon, by the way. That young boy. He needs to relax, man. There was a few 0-0 scores as well. Crystal Palace versus Sunderland. Watching that game as well. Brian Brobby made his debut from Ajax. All I saw was heavy touches, blowing after 10 minutes, chasing his stuff, bro.
Was he really blowing?
That, bro. And, bro, I know it's on broadcast, isn't it?
Funny.
Brobby, man, we need better, man. We need better. Lucero, Geertruida made his debut as well. Charles Geertruida as well.
Yeah.
So I'll be watching Sunderland, man. They got a couple of Tonys, a couple of Dutch brothers in there. Everton versus Aston Villa ended in a 0-0 draw. Can you believe that Aston Villa is the only team in the 4-5 English tiers that hasn't scored a goal yet? 4 game weeks in.
I don't believe that, bro, because they have shooters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watkins is still there. Yeah, all their ooters are still there, man.
You reckon Emery lasts this season, or do you reckon he goes?
I think if it continues, he might go, man. He might go. Because it's not looking pretty. And then we got Fulham beat Leeds. Not Lukic. Goodmanson with an own goal. What's the last minute own goal as well?
Yeah, 94th.
Pity for Leeds. Newcastle beating Wolves. We touched on that earlier. Nico Watermada with his debut goal. Yeah, Newcastle are kind of like struggling this season. But hopefully it will go well from here on in. They got Champions League as well this midweek, so it's time to balance that. Obviously, we just touched on Spurs and we touched on the Chelsea-Brentford game as well. Let's head over to the bar. Chat, if you have any shots for the bar, put them in the comments now. Mace, have you got a shot?
Yeah, of course I got a shot. What do I even drink to? I will line up a couple, like 4 shots.
4?
Yeah, bro.
How greedy.
Yeah, we're getting greedy tonight, bro. Got the money for it as well. So 2 shots go to Martin Zubimendi for the 2 goals he scored. Debut goal, and he added it again. So that's our shots. And as we touched upon earlier in the pod, he's that player that gives that aura that has more to give, and will be a namestay at Arsenal. So I'll give it to him. Second shot goes to Madueke. Apart from Zubi, he probably warrants getting man of the match because he was good. And then my last shot, let's go to Mr. Gyökeres, bro. The hated one. Yuck. The tequila shot, bro. He is what he is, and I've just accepted it. Don't expect anything else than
just say it, man. He's not a hooper in it. Just say he's not. He doesn't set the world alight.
Yeah. He's not. It's not a hooper, but he will get you goals. And what would you prefer, goals or just someone who can hoop, or both? But for me, I take what I'm given, and I think we got the better deal out of Šeško at the moment. So I would take a shot for that.
Excuse me, 100%, man, 100%. I've got a couple shots. I've only got 2 shots. My first shot will go to Memphis Depay. Obviously, in the international week, he became the Dutch all-time top scorer. And this is big for so many reasons. One, obviously, he's got Ghanaian roots. So for us Ghanaians, this is big that a Ghanaian is a Dutch all-time top scorer as well. But 2 as well, man. Memphis Depay is someone that gets blasted in the media so many times. And it's a testament to him that he's took over from Robin van Persie. He equaled with him 50. But during the recent international breaks, he scored 2 more goals. He's now on 52 on his own. Someone that they just want to berate. But during the difficult Netherlands time, so this was post Arjen Robben, post Robin van Persie, it was Memphis Depay that carried us. Not even carried us, but made us relevant. I mean, and he came up with all the goals, with all the assists, showed up in every international friendlies and qualifications, and it worked out to him becoming the all-time top scorer. So he's on 52 and counting, man. And Holland, we've had some.
Asking 2 questions. Do you reckon 52 is a little bit too light for Holland?
Very, very light. That was going to be my next point, because we've had some great strikers.
Great strikers.
Nistelrooy, Johan Cruyff, Patrick Kluivert, Van Persie, Bergkamp.
Light,
52
brother.
is light because other countries they have like I think
I'm just looking at
Lukaku's
England.
on. What's England?
England is
Kane?
Harry Kane. I think Kane got 73 goals.
Yeah, Van Basten as well. But these Dutch strikers they don't last long. We don't play until like late 30s. They all retire early 30s. Know what I mean? So I think Memphis, he should. For me personally, you've got your record, man. Kick, because in terms of overall, but he can still do a job at the World Cup if we qualify.
Second question: did they really give him that £1 million? Because he said he was given $1 million for his someone brought him 1 million for well done getting 52.
I don't know.
He said in an interview.
Oh, did he?
Was he chat? Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't hear that. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
I'll send you a link.
I don't know. But yeah, not only that, man, he's also gonna take over Wesley Sneijder's all-time assist record, which stands on 33. So he's gonna hold the all-time assist and the all-time goal scorer. And this is for a player that gets berated every single time, man. Just for him living his dream, bro. I was just living his dream as a black man, and I just love that. Whether you like him or not, that's a different discussion. But just for him being black and apologetic, living his dream, spending the money the way he wants to spend it, and your typical white Dutch viewers hating it, I love it. And I love that he's the all-time top scorer because now they can't get around that. They can't talk. Bro. Yeah, so my first shot goes to Memphis Depay. My second shot, the man behind me. Finally
kicked the ball, bro.
Finally a Scouser. Finally a Scouser, man. Alexander Isak, man. Welcome to Liverpool. I hope you're gonna do well. I know you're gonna do well. Tell Slot to put you in, man. You're ready. We've seen the training videos. We've seen you away at Sweden. You know what I mean? You're ready, man. So really, really happy that Alexander Isak is with us, and definitely gonna take a shot for that. And that brings us to the end of this podcast, man. Thank you very much for watching this. Again, like, subscribe, follow us. Thank you very much to the chat for making it jumpy once again. My name is Andrew, aka Rapping Drew. Mace City Bench. We are out. Peace.